I'm thrilled to be joined by Ginetta Scholarship winner Maurice Henry. Maurice, these interviews are really a chance for people to get to know you and for us to find out a little bit more about you. Obviously, we know you won the scholarship, but what's the background? I believe you started in karting. Can you tell us a little bit about what you raced and where?
Yeah, so I started out in karting. 8 years old, started doing owner karting. In my first year in 2014, I did the One World Championship and won it in my first season. And in 2016, I was the Shenington Championship, and I've been racing down south at all the biggest tracks in the UK, PFI, Wilton Mill, Shenington, you name it. I've been there, and it's been a really good time that I've had in karting, and I really enjoyed that time.
Karting's certainly a fantastic grounding, but the other thing that really impressed me about your CV when you joined us at the Ginetta Scholarship was the fact that you've taken part in some rallying and auto testing, which is a very good test of car control. So talk us through the events that you've done and the cars that you used.
So I moved to rallying when I turned 14. I was driving a Citroen C1, fully specced out in rally spec, full roll cage and everything. It was a really good time in rallying. It taught me a lot. Our aim was to get out karting as soon as possible and to get into cars, to understand the dynamics and the physiques of a car, what it does. Because it's a lot different to karting. Cars have suspension, so it taught me a lot on how to feel the movements of cars because I was driving on a lot of low grip surfaces. And yeah, it was a really good year. And this year I won the first round of the Formula 1000 Championship. So it was looking like a good year until COVID shut everything down.
It put the brakes on a lot of things for a lot of people, didn't it? Unfortunately, the great thing was that you were motivated enough to come along to the Ginetta Junior Scholarship. And this year, of course, two winners. And so you've got a kind of Ginetta Scholarship teammate to race against and to measure yourself against. And that's Robert DeHaan. But going back to the scholarship, tell us about your experience of those 2 days that you spent up at Brighton.
Coming to the scholarship, it was a really good 2 days. On the Friday, I was really just trying to get used to the car. I'd never driven a Ginetta before. That was my first time. All the teams, everyone was very nice. Ginetta organized the day very well. On the Friday, it was a little bit damp, but in the driving, I felt like I got used to the car quite quickly, and I knew my limits, and I just pushed to my limits, and just tried to just do everything right, make as minimal mistakes as possible, and my driving definitely paid off, and the media interview as well. I felt quite comfortable in that as well, being interviewed by yourself as well on the day. And the fitness was good as well. It really did push you. You'd have thought the fitness wouldn't have been such a big part, but it really did push you yourself.
Yeah, that's looked after by Richard Chessman, isn't it? Who's one of the hardest taskmasters I know and quite a character as well. And a real test for everybody, isn't it? So you got through the end of day one. What was your feeling at the end of day one? And did you, at that stage, think that you were in with a chance of winning the overall scholarship? Or were you just really looking forward to coming back for day two as a bonus?
After getting through day one, that was definitely a big confidence booster. It definitely made me feel like I had what it takes. Definitely, yeah, I felt like I had what it took to win and to get past this point in the, getting past day one, beating so many drivers. A lot of people got sent home so to be able to come out on the next day was really good.
And then final day, we've got the likes of Mike Simpson there. You get coached by touring car drivers, GT drivers, the other works driver, of course, Charlie Robertson, who's won pretty much everything going in Ginetta over the years as well. So terrific company that you have there on finals day. How much pressure was there on you through the extra runs that you did on that second day?
Once it got narrowed down to about 8 drivers, that's when the pressure really started to kick in because, the chances of, being dropped is quite high. I just tried to just show them what I'm capable of, show everything. I left nothing on the table. I just had to just prove that I could win and I had what it takes. And really, I just gave it everything I had. The pressure was quite high, but I managed to just keep my calm and just deliver.
What did you feel about being the first joint winner in Ginetta as well? Because Lawrence Tomlinson, the chairman of Ginetta, was there, and I remember his words. It was within his gift to award 2 scholarships. It's the first time it's been done, and you must have been really made up. I know there were a lot of people welling up when the speech was made and the decision was gone. But a remarkable day, wasn't it?
No, it was a brilliant day, and I think it was a really good idea to award 2. It just goes to show how selfless they are. You know, awarding 2 people a scholarship, it's not something so easy to do, but he wanted to do it from the bottom of his heart. So Lawrence Tomlinson, it was a very good decision by him.
Moving on to the season, you've just announced that you're going to be running with Fox Motorsport. Great little team, and I think you have a relationship with them already.
Yes, I know Liam, their driver, from since I started karting. We were in the same team. We are really good friends. We've got a good relationship. So I'm looking forward to the season, to working with Liam and to push each other to hopefully bring the team to where it deserves to be.
One final thought. I'm going to put you a little bit on the spot and say, obviously, first round that we're going to now in the revised calendar, we're going to Thruxton. That's some track, isn't it, to make your debut? What's your preparation like to go to one of the most daunting circuits in the
UK? Yeah, you're right. It's a very fast track. I've heard that there's only 2 braking zones in the Ginetta Junior. My preparation is just fully on, feeling comfortable in the car, getting some seat time with the team, bedding in with the team, and really just working on myself, my reactions, and just simple training to just keep myself fit and ready for the round ahead, and a bit of sim racing on the side as well.
It's all going to help, isn't it? Well, thanks ever so much for joining us today, Maurice. Congratulations again to you and, of course, Robert DeHaan on being joint scholars for Ginetta for 2021. We look forward to seeing you at the start of the campaign down in Hampshire at Thruxton. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.